When we think of billionaires, the first image that comes to mind is often one of luxurious mansions, private jets, and an extravagant lifestyle. However, this glamorous and idealized vision of billionaires' lives can be misleading. While these individuals possess vast amounts of money on paper, the reality of their finances and lifestyle can be quite different from what most people imagine. In this video, we're going to explore why billionaires in 2024 aren't as wealthy as you might think, debunking popular myths about their wealth and showing what it truly means to be a billionaire in today's world. Let's get started. 1. Billionaire wealth is mostly on paper. One of the biggest reasons billionaires aren't as wealthy as they seem is that much of their wealth is on paper, meaning it's tied up in illiquid assets such as company stock, real estate, or private business holdings. Why does this matter? These illiquid assets cannot be easily converted into cash. For example, if a billionaire holds billions in their company's stock, they can't simply sell all of it at once without affecting the company's value and, consequently, their own wealth. Additionally, selling large quantities of stock can trigger significant tax implications, making it even less attractive to convert wealth into cash. This means that while they are technically billionaires on paper, the actual money available in their bank accounts might be far less than their estimated net worth. Real-world example. Jeff Bezos, the former CEO of Amazon, is frequently cited as one of the wealthiest individuals in the world, but most of his wealth is tied up in Amazon stock. Selling these shares in large quantities could destabilize the company, which wouldn't be in his interest. Therefore, Bezos's wealth is largely inaccessible for daily spending, being tied to the success and continuous appreciation of Amazon. Summary: billionaires' wealth is often illiquid and on paper, meaning they don't have immediate access to large sums of money. This limits their lifestyle compared to what people imagine. 2. The costs of maintaining wealth. Being a billionaire doesn't just mean possessing wealth, it also means managing it, which can be incredibly expensive. The costs of maintaining assets, security, taxes, and even managing entire teams to oversee their finances and properties can add up significantly. Why does this matter? Billionaires often own multiple properties, yachts, art collections, and other high-value assets that require constant upkeep. Maintaining these assets isn't cheap. It involves everything from private security teams to property maintenance and paying high taxes. Additionally, billionaires need financial advisors, lawyers, and accountants to help manage their complex finances, which also represents a significant cost. These high expenses reduce their available liquidity and impose a constant financial burden. Real-world example. Take a billionaire who owns a fleet of private jets. Besides the initial purchase cost, there are ongoing expenses for fuel, pilot and crew salaries, maintenance, insurance, and airport fees. These costs add up quickly, meaning that a substantial portion of their wealth is consumed just to maintain their lifestyle. Summary: billionaires face high costs to maintain their wealth, which can significantly reduce their liquidity and affect their lifestyle, making them less wealthy than they appear. 3. Most wealth is tied to companies. Another important point is that many billionaires accumulate their wealth through the creation and ownership of large companies. However, this wealth is directly tied to the performance of these companies, meaning it can be volatile and subject to market fluctuations. Why does this matter? If a billionaire's company faces financial difficulties or a stock market decline, their net worth can drop dramatically in a short period. Additionally, as mentioned earlier, selling large portions of their stake in the company could devalue the company itself, creating a liquidity dilemma for the billionaire. In many cases, billionaires opt to hold on to their shares and avoid selling, which limits their access to liquid cash, even if their company is highly valued on the market. Real-world example. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has seen his wealth rise and fall dramatically with the fluctuations in Tesla's stock price. At times, he is the richest man in the world. At others, his position drops due to changes in the company's market value. This demonstrates how billionaire wealth can be volatile and how it is closely tied to their company's performance. Summary: billionaires' wealth is often tied to their company's performance. which can be volatile and limits their liquidity. This means their wealth is less accessible and more unstable than many might think. 4. Tax implications and philanthropic contributions. Billionaires also face significant tax burdens and often engage in substantial philanthropic contributions. While this can be seen as a choice, the tax implications and social expectations further limit their available wealth. Why does this matter? Taxes on large fortunes, capital gains, and property can consume a significant portion of a billionaire's wealth. Additionally, many billionaires commit to large philanthropic donations, whether out of altruism, to reduce their tax burden, or to maintain a positive public image. These donations, while commendable, mean that large sums of money are removed from their personal wealth and directed towards charitable causes, further reducing the money available for personal use. Real-world example. Bill Gates and Warren Buffett are examples of billionaires who have committed to donating the majority of their wealth to charity through the Giving Pledge. While they remain extremely wealthy, these pledges mean that much of their wealth will be donated rather than used for personal consumption or passed down to heirs. Summary. High taxes and large philanthropic contributions limit the amount of wealth that billionaires actually have available, making them less rich in practice than they appear on paper. 5. The simple lifestyle of many billionaires. Another factor that contributes to the idea that billionaires aren't as wealthy as they seem is that many of them choose to live relatively simple lifestyles compared to what they could financially sustain. This might surprise those who imagine all billionaires live in constant luxury and extravagance. Why does this matter? Although they have the means to live extravagantly, many billionaires choose to live more modestly, focusing on their businesses or passions rather than flaunting their wealth. This personal choice means that, while they possess billions, they don't live the luxurious life that most people imagine. It also reflects a mindset of frugality and long-term focus, where accumulating more wealth and investing in future ventures is more important than spending on luxury consumer goods. Real-world example. Warren Buffett, for example, still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for about $31,500, despite being one of the richest men in the world. Mark Zuckerberg, co-founder of Facebook, is known for his preference for simple clothing like t-shirts and jeans, rather than expensive designer outfits. These examples illustrate that many billionaires prefer to invest in their businesses and philanthropy rather than spend on an ostentatious lifestyle. Summary. Many billionaires choose relatively simple lifestyles, preferring to focus their wealth on investments and philanthropy rather than personal luxury. This reinforces the idea that their wealth, though vast on paper, isn't necessarily reflected in their spending habits. Now I ask you, do you think it's hard to make a YouTube video like this one? And what if I told you that in 1 month you could earn between $5,000 and $10,000 per month as extra income by creating simple videos for YouTube like this one? I have a complete and straightforward course that I developed for a single payment of $29.90. $29.90 sounds won't make you poorer or richer, but what if this program works for you? Well, the link is in the first pinned comment of the video and in the About section of the channel, okay? If you're interested, just click the link to know more. But now, back to the content. 6. The pressure and responsibilities that come with wealth. Being a billionaire isn't just about having a large amount of money. It also involves a series of pressures and responsibilities that can deeply affect these individuals' personal and professional lives. Why does this matter? With great wealth comes great responsibility. Billionaires often manage large companies that employ thousands of people, meaning their decisions significantly impact the economy and many people's lives. This responsibility can be a constant source of stress and concern, which contrasts with the image of a carefree and luxurious life. Additionally, they are constantly under public and media scrutiny, which can limit their personal freedom and affect their quality of life. Real-world example. Jeff Bezos, as the founder and former CEO of Amazon, faced immense pressure to keep the company profitable and growing while dealing with criticisms about the working conditions of Amazon employees. This ongoing pressure can be exhausting and contradicts the idea that billionaires lead stress-free and worry-free lives. Summary: billionaire wealth comes with significant responsibilities and pressures, which can greatly affect their quality of life. This shows that despite their wealth, they face challenges that are often overlooked by the public. 7. Inherited wealth versus self-made wealth. Another important point to consider is the difference between inherited wealth and wealth built from scratch. Billionaires who built their fortunes from the ground up may have a different relationship with money compared to those who inherited their wealth. Why does this matter? Billionaires who built their fortunes tend to value every dollar more because they understand the hard work and risk involved in accumulating that wealth. They may be more cautious with their spending and prefer to reinvest their money into new businesses or philanthropic causes. On the other hand, those who inherit their wealth may feel less pressure to save or invest cautiously, but may also face the burden of family expectations and the responsibility to maintain and grow the inherited fortune. Real-world example. Elon Musk is an example of someone who built his wealth through various startups, such as Zip2, PayPal, Tesla, and SpaceX. Musk is known for reinvesting much of his profits into his businesses, often taking on significant risks. In contrast, heirs to large fortunes like the Waltons, heirs to Walmart, must balance preserving the family legacy with their own ambitions and goals. Summary: the origin of wealth, whether inherited or self-made, affects how billionaires manage their money. Those who built their fortunes may be more conservative in their spending, preferring to reinvest their earnings rather than spend on personal luxury. 8. Market volatility and its impact on wealth. Billionaires' wealth is often at the mercy of financial markets, which can be extremely volatile. This volatility can cause dramatic fluctuations in the value of their net worth, showing that being a billionaire is not as stable as it seems. Why does this matter? Financial markets are influenced by a myriad of factors, including global economic conditions, political changes, and even unforeseen events like the COVID-19 pandemic. Billionaires who hold large stakes in public companies or specific sectors can see their wealth fluctuate drastically in a matter of days or even hours. This volatility means that despite being extremely wealthy on paper, the real value of their wealth can be highly unstable. Real-world example. During the 2008 financial crisis, many billionaires saw their fortunes plummet as stock markets crashed. More recently, the volatility of cryptocurrencies has significantly impacted the wealth of billionaires like Elon Musk, who holds stakes in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. These fluctuations highlight how billionaire wealth can be unstable, even in times of economic growth. Summary: market volatility can cause large fluctuations in billionaires' wealth, showing that their fortune is not as stable as it seems. This adds a layer of uncertainty to their wealth, which is often ignored by the public. 9. The challenges of large-scale philanthropy. While philanthropy is a common way for billionaires to use their wealth, managing large-scale donations can be more complicated than it seems. The expectations and pressure to make a real impact can create significant challenges. Why does this matter? Large-scale philanthropy requires more than just donating money. It involves planning, managing, and ensuring that the funds are used effectively to create a positive impact. Billionaires involved in philanthropy often face challenges such as choosing the right causes, avoiding fraud or mismanagement of funds, and ensuring that their donations actually reach the people who need them. Additionally, there is constant pressure to balance their donations with their other financial and business responsibilities. Real-world example. Bill Gates, through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, dedicates much of his fortune to philanthropy, but this comes with significant challenges. The foundation needs to ensure that its projects in areas such as global health and education are managed effectively, and that they truly generate the desired outcomes. This requires a dedicated team, partnerships with governments and organizations, and rigorous oversight, which can be a monumental task, even for a billionaire. Summary: large-scale philanthropy presents complex challenges that billionaires must carefully manage. These challenges highlight that despite their wealth, billionaires face significant pressures when trying to make a positive impact on the world. 10. The illusion of the rich and famous lifestyle. Finally, it's important to address the illusion created by media and popular culture about the lifestyle of billionaires. Movies, TV shows, and social media often portray billionaires as living in a world of constant luxury. But this image is far from the reality for many of them. Why does this matter? The media tends to focus on the most glamorous aspects of billionaires' lives: private jets, extravagant parties, and luxurious properties. However, this is only a small part of the life of some billionaires, and many of them prefer to maintain a more private and simple life. Moreover, the image of ostentatious wealth can distort the public's expectations of what it really means to be wealthy, ignoring the challenges, responsibilities, and limitations that come with that wealth. Real-world example. Mark Zuckerberg, for example, is often portrayed as one of the most powerful and wealthy men in the world, but he is known for his relatively simple life, choosing to live in a modest home compared to what he could afford. He also engages in philanthropic and political causes, often away from the media spotlight, which contrasts with the exaggerated public image of his lifestyle. Summary. The image of the rich and famous lifestyle, often portrayed by the media, is an illusion that does not reflect the reality of most billionaires' lives. Despite their wealth, many prefer a simpler and more discreet life, focusing on their businesses and philanthropy. These are the reasons why billionaires in 2024 aren't as wealthy as you might think. While they possess impressive fortunes on paper, much of their wealth is tied up in illiquid assets, subject to market volatility, and burdened with responsibilities and challenges that most people don't see. Moreover, many billionaires choose simpler lifestyles and face pressures that go beyond what money can solve. The reality is that despite their wealth, billionaires face a unique set of challenges and limitations that often go unnoticed by the public. Understanding this reality helps us demystify the lives of the super-rich and recognize that, in the end, money isn't the only factor that defines success or happiness. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below, like the video, and subscribe to the channel for more insights on money, success, and the lives of the rich. See you next time.